A 17-year-old stands before a judge, facing charges for possessing a firearm. But the story isn't as simple as it seems. According to his family, he carried the weapon after repeated threats were made against his younger brother. Now the court must decide, was this a reckless violation of the law or a desperate act to protect someone he loves? What do you think? Should intent matter as much as the crime itself?
Sir, you're charged with unlawful carrying of a weapon. You are facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. We are going to do probable cause. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you. The right to have an attorney present. If you cannot afford one will be appointed to you, sir.
On February 5th, 2025, the officer responded to a suspicious person with a weapon on 5900 Gulf Freeway. The officer made contact with the defendant, who was 17 years old. The defendant advised he was inside Jack in a Box while brothers were selling waters outside. The defendant saw a male rushing at his brothers with a knife, pulled out his gun, and pointed it at the male while telling his brothers to run. The officer performed a search on the defendant, locating a 9mm Glock 19, and the defendant advised he bought the gun from a friend for $150.
I mean,
Yes, Judge. In this case, the officer was going off the fact that he performed the search because he indicated there was a firearm.
he's going to the defense of others.
Yes, Judge.
It's another person.
And it's just the way
Yeah.
this is pled is because he's underage. He's below the age of 21. That's the way it's pled, Your Honor.
Hi, Judge. Is this young man charged with unlawful carrying of possession for being under 21?
Correct.
Hold on, I've got a kit.
I mean,
No, hold on.
hold on a second.
Here's DPS.
Let me give you a lawyer, Mr.
Yeah. Oh, I volunteer representation. But here's a DPS memo saying that it's
on a second.
unconstitutional.
You know, representative gentleman.
Oh, hell yes. Here's the Fifth Circuit saying that it's unconstitutional. Here is the United States District Court, Northern District, saying it's unconstitutional. Here's a motion to quash information. I'll just cross out the name.
Great job.
Yeah, I had to get in this fight yesterday and I'm teed up.
Here you go, Mr. Tito.
Thank you.
Judge.
I was
is
gonna-
there PC?
Yeah, look, you gotta be very careful. You know, God forbid something happens where you really dig yourself a hole. I'm gonna find no probable cause, but really, you have to be very careful.
Yeah, I'm talking about it.
It's gonna get dismissed. I was gonna find no PC anyways, so.